Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. In this one, we're talking about the NBA for Friday, April 26th. In the video, we have 5 picks for you guys to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 5 of them. If you guys want more picks, we have a private Discord. We have 5+ cappers, including myself, giving out more picks in here, Prize Picks and Underdog. You can see gave out a nice Prize Picks slip here and an underdog that won 3 for 3. Boss Man came through with the late game underdog, went 4 for 4 on the Lakers Nuggets game. We've also been cashing people out in the private Discord who have been tailing some of these picks on Prize Picks and Underdog. But we're also winning in other sports. Yesterday I gave out these 5 picks from the projections plus some of my NHL picks that hit a 5 for 5. And we got esports hits coming over here as well, so definitely check it out. It's less than $1 per day to get in the private Discord, so get in there, get access to a ton more picks, 5+ cappers plus more of my picks. You guys saw some of the big hits that we've been having in the Discord, so definitely get in there and check it out. For this video, we only have 2 games up right now. The final game we'll have picks for as well, but for this video, just going to be covering the 2 games, so more picks in the private Discord for the final game. But for this one, let's get into it. First pick we're going to go to is going to be Miles Turner here, and we're going to be taking the under on the PRA for him. There's a really high line for Miles Turner here. I know he had a really solid game in the last one out, but this is not a line he's been hitting a lot this year, and I do think the Bucks are going to bounce back in this game, make it a closer one, similar to what we saw in the first game. So going to Miles Turner on the under. We can come over here to Outlier to look at some stats. It's a tool I use every single day to look at data for player props. Highly recommend it. They have a 7-day free trial with a link down below if you want to check it out. But we can see on this season, 29.5, he's only hit this in 29% of games this year. Obviously, he hit it in their last one with a massive game. The game 1 in this series didn't really come that close. He had, I think that looks like 26 on the PRA. So I think that there definitely is some recency bias here. He hit a good amount of threes in the last game, which, he doesn't do that often, and you can't be banking on him to hit 3 threes again in this game, but definitely some high lines. They have his points here at 19.5, which is high, but then also the combination of the rebounds plus assist at 10 is also high for him, so just all around, really high PRA. Going to be taking Turner on the under. For the next one, we're going to go to Brook Lopez on the under as well. In this one, we're going to take him on the under of points plus rebounds. Looking at him over here, again, a tough line. He's only hit this 42% of the time this season. You may say that his usage is up with Giannis off of the floor. Actually, it kind of hurts him. If we look at games without Giannis, he's only hit this in 27% of the games this year, 3 of 11 times. So for Brook, going to be taking the under. He had a massive game in the first one with 22 points, the last one, only 1 rebound though. Game before that only had 4 boards. So, they are anticipating with his points set at 13.5 that he's going to grab at least 5 boards in this game, which has been high for him as of late as well. So going to be taking Brook on the under in this one. For the third pick, we're going to come over to OddsJam, another tool here that has a free trial for 7 days, then 25% off after. If you want to continue, use the link down below. But one of their top picks here, based on value from other sports books and what they have their line set at, it's going to be Tyler Halliburton under the points plus the rebounds at 22.5. All these sites you can see -131, -130. They're all liking it to go under. High line here, especially since Halliburton has been struggling to score. We could take a look at Halliburton over here. We can see this is a line he's hit about half the time this season, but in this series, he's really struggled. He needs to hit 23 in the series. He's hit 16 and 16 on these lines, has really struggled to score. And last game didn't rebound that great, just with 4 also. So we're going to be going to the under. This pick from OddsJam for Halliburton. Just been struggling in this series to score the ball. And then if he does get these 17 points that they project him at, he would also have to get 6 rebounds in this game. So definitely going to be another high line for the rebounds for Halliburton. So we're going to take this pick from OddsJam here. I'm liking it. I think it's a good one to go to. So that's going to be the pick there on the under. So let's lock that one in. And And let's get to the next one, which we're going to go to PJ Washington. For PJ Washington, we're going to go to him on the points plus rebounds on the over here. So liking PJ to have a solid game here, but this is a line that he's hit pretty decently with the Mavericks so far. So looking at PJ Washington, we can see here on the points plus the rebounds, he said this 55% of the time this season, but games this year with Luka, he's hit this 59%, so a higher hit rate. And in the last 2 games against the Clippers in this series, he smashed it here with 24 and then 18 the game before that. So I think he can have another solid one here. His points props at 11.5, so he only needs to have to get 6 boards in this game as well to be hitting this one. Also, we can see the minutes he's been playing, huge minutes. Played 35 last game. Game before that played almost 37 minutes. So also we're going to see a huge bump in minutes. I think we could give him, at least like 34 minutes in this game. And he's hit this 73% of the time when he gets those minutes as well. So cool things you could do here on Outlier. I definitely recommend checking it out. You can see how we got to this hit rate of 73%. So going to be locking him in. And then for the next pick, we're going to go to James Harden on the under of these points here at 17.5. So there's been a lot of rumors and news about James Harden struggling to score the ball consistently and effectively this year. He's done pretty well in this series so far, but on the season, on this line, he's gone under it. Let's look at the over. He's only hit this 42% of the time this season, and this series he's been pretty good. 22 and 28 in the game without Kawhi. But we also got to look at this hit rate. Games with Kawhi, it drops down to 40%. And then if you also look at games with Paul George and Kawhi, both playing with Harden, it drops down to a 37% hit rate. And I do think Harden's going to take more of a backseat in this game to those 2 guys like he has been all season when he's had that 37% hit rate on the points. So going to be taking him on the under for this one. And if you guys want more picks, you saw that I post more picks here. Hit that 3-pick slip on Underdog and another slip here from Prizepicks that I posted in the private Discord. Mike C posted this for the late night Lakers-Nuggets game, a 4-pick slip that he cashed. So another big one here. We have 5+ cappers giving out picks. You can see another one of our cappers here, Blame the Flame, had a huge night here, giving out some good picks as well. So definitely check them out. It's less than $1 per day to get access to all these cappers, these extra picks. You guys have seen the hits, so we'll see you guys in the Discord and subscribe to the channel.